where are you working?
So right now I work for a pharmaceutical company called Gap Technologies. And so essentially we develop pharmaceutical products for surgery. And so I guess another question would be, well, why did I choose a pharmaceutical company? Well, it kind of matched in with my background. So prior to coming here and my bachelor's degree, I had already had experience as a surgical assistant because I went to technical school after high school. And so I had a couple of years being a surgical assistant. And so it made sense to where I guess I work behind the scenes of where I make these products for surgery. So, I've worked intraoperatively, during surgery, and now I get to get that pre-exposure of working in a pre-operative setting in a more pharmaceutical way. So even though my background isn't primarily in chemistry, I get to still learn that here and also have a balance within surgery as well.
That's awesome. And how did you find your internship?
So it happened to be one of the partners of the NAF. So you don't exactly have to choose a company within their list. It just happened to be that they had a surgical related position that I could apply for. So I did apply for other jobs that were within like medical device companies within surgery. But unfortunately, they didn't either have like an internship like program of the sort. So I eventually had to choose GAP. So even though it wasn't my top choice, it still worked out to be a good choice because I still get to learn new things. I get to learn, broaden my aspect in chemistry, learn with equipment that I've never worked with in, a college setting within their labs. So it's been pretty good.
Awesome. So Maggie, does the NAF, do they help students find internships?
Yeah, so once someone is accepted into the program, I'll have like a one-on-one call with you just to talk about your interests and what type of company you're looking for. We do tend to accept students who would have a very high chance of getting an internship in the Netherlands. For example, if like someone's involved in an industry that isn't that big in the Netherlands, we'll kind of either prod them to say, apply when you have an internship, or that probably wouldn't be a fit for us. We want to set people up for success. So we have an intake call. There are a handful of companies that we work with, like GAT Medical Devices. Aegon is an insurance company in the Netherlands. It's also in the US. Stage Global, that's an international exchange company that kind of does what the NAF does. They do a lot of internships in any country. So those are just a few examples. There are a few companies that say like, we want interns, and if the industry doesn't matter, we're large enough, we can accommodate anyone. So we can definitely help you with these companies, make these connections. The list that I mentioned, these are people who really want to hire American interns. However, we can't guarantee a match because we want it to be, we're not going to require a company to accept you as an intern, but we also won't require you to accept the job from these companies because we want you to enjoy the experience as well. So we do encourage you to research on your own, apply to companies. If you ever need to like copy me on an email, or if I need to give the spiel about USA2Holland, I'm more than happy to do it because we found that people are really enthusiastic about these opportunities. The Netherlands is very international, specifically Amsterdam, very international city. So they're more than happy to take on people who are from a different country, and we all speak, they all speak English in the Netherlands as well. So it's just all meant to really support these people who are at the very, very beginnings of their career.